This is a common question. What are the threats associated to a manufacturing facility? So let's take an example of a large enterprise, and from the world of verticals, what we have, let's pick an example of manufacturing. Manufacturing has a very small side of it called IT infrastructure and a large side to it, which is OT or industrial infrastructure. The threats for IT and OT are quite unique. For IT, mainly you have business units and the security operations centers, and most of the threat vectors include the phishing emails. However, in the OT infrastructure, you have a lot of threats. You have some insider threats, for example, removable USB media, where people can connect to the wrong USB or bad USB, intentionally or unintentionally. Then you have a lot of issues of the misconfiguration of the PLCs or controllers. Then you have some issues which are coming from the event of bad firmware upgrade or a wrong firmware upgrade. You then have some issues related to the supply chain when you have a supplier getting compromised and spreading down to your facility. You then have a very, very important threat factor, which is misused remote access. This could be a remote access from within the plant IT to the plant OT, or this could be a remote access which has been uh, popping up some risk by some remote employees configuring devices from remote offices or from the comfort of their homes. You then have an extremely important parameter, which is IT OT junction. Now, this is a very shiny feature that everybody's after, especially with the evolution of this digitization and Industry 4.0. But this becomes a quite hassle when it comes to the security breaches, because it's rather easier to compromise the IT and make the way from this junction down to the OT spiral. So these are some of the important threat factors which are prevalent these days.